You are watching Soccer Night in Detroit.
We'll sing for you Saturday!
Check, check. Hello, everybody. Here we are at Toledo, where Detroit City just got a massive W. What?
Monday with the right foot. It's in the back of the net.
Little bit of target practice tonight for Detroit City FC.
It was bird hunting season. Oh my!
Duck hunt at the Fieldhouse tonight.
Tell me about it.
Oh my God, we knew coming in, and that's why we didn't really give much of a preview of this thing because Youngstown. I mean, they only had 3 points on the year.
Yeah.
And it turns out that, needless to say, no contest here. Let's go over the highlights here. We're starting off with the second goal of the night here. Kayla Addison putting it in for Detroit City to make it 2-0. The first goal was scored by
Zoe Greenhall. 1-0. That was her fifth.
That was in the first
Kayla
half.
Addison, that was her eighth.
Yep, second goal here for Detroit City. That one was by Megan Brandt.
Yes, 10th goal of the season.
Yep, and Detroit City was just
hounding.
Hannah Crum, easy peasy
off
the set piece there,
boom,
making it
clap.
Making it 4-0.
7th goal of the season, and then. Number 29, Alyssa
Barrett.
Yes, that's her first
coming
goal
off
of the year.
the coaching
Yes.
to join the ladies out on the field. 5-0 Detroit City at that point. And needless to say, the route was on.
Zoe Greenhall, her second goal of the year, 6th of the year.
Yeah.
And it's now...
coming up here in the... Later on, late in the first quarter. Let's see if we can follow the camera. No, even the camera was not following along with that one. Needless to say, 6-0 at that point for Detroit City FC.
And Kayla Addison again.
Kayla Addison again. This would close out the quarter with 2 seconds left. Detroit City 7, Youngstown 0 at the end of one quarter of play. And like I said, tonight it was just
Mary Grimes, her first goal of
the year. Mary Grimes,
8-0.
10:52 mark, I believe it was, in the second quarter of play.
And then Erin Torrance with her 10th goal of the season.
That would be her second of the night.
9-0.
9-0 for Detroit City. That coming at the 10:04 mark of the quarter, I believe it was.
All right.
Yep. So
right.
I'm looking at the thing there. A little pause there in the action. But
Katie Coleman with her 7th of the year.
Yep, Katie Coleman here. Coming up. And a lot of, and you notice Detroit City's doing a lot of work off the boards.
I know.
Annie Evans mentioned tonight she wanted to see a lot more board work tonight. And playing off the boards.
Best ECFC podcast ever.
Thank you, John.
And Haley McCord, her second goal of the year.
Yes, Haley McQuaid. Welcome to the party, pal.
It's now 11-0.
Yes.
Too much winning. I'm smiling too hard.
Yes. I mean, great goal there. That was her first goal, official goal of the year, by the way.
And by the way, that's a beautiful effort by Katie Coleman off the board. That's good. It's now 12-0.
This was with, I want to say 6:21 left from what it looked like on the clock there. Detroit City would this first half, they would score a total. This is goal number 13 right there. Who got that one?
Catherine Medina.
Karina Medina.
Karina Medina.
Yeah, Karina Medina with the goal 2:04 or 2:54 left in the third quarter, and then this one with a minute left to go.
From Aaron Torrance.
Torrance with the hat trick tonight. 14-0 Detroit City at the half.
And your blue sky, you were just saying, God.
Yeah. And then, as I mentioned, they were playing off the boards again. This one, Hannah Crum sucked that one right in. But, playing off the boards there to get her second goal of the night to make it 15-0.
Yeah.
And they only got 3 goals in that quarter. The second goal of that quarter.
They had her first goal of the year.
Fatima Nasser with her first goal of the year.
15-0.
Yep, 15-0.
Can we make it any higher, like 17-0? Oh, yeah.
Megan Barant would add another one, and Detroit City would finish the half leading, or finish the quarter leading 17-0. And then Claire Ciolino would bag a couple here within a minute of each other. There's the first one.
Yeah.
And I think we got the last bit of the second one coming up here for Ciolino, as Detroit City would finish off the night. That's his second goal right there. That one coming at the 11:55 mark, and that would be all the scoring of the night. So what's the fans to do in the middle of that? Well, it'd be Tetris time.
Tetris. They're practicing for the preseason.
They're practicing for the regular
season.
The
season begins in 2 weeks.
Yes. 19-0 the final score tonight. And and you have to admire the fact that it was pretty well balanced as far as the scoring goes.
Yeah, you're
tonight.
right.
I think Kayla got 2. Aaron Torrance was the only one with the hat trick tonight, and it was just amazing how the it was like goals by committee tonight for Detroit City FC. It's like everybody was getting a goal. Even Coach Alyssa Barron got a goal tonight. Erin McQuaid got a goal tonight. That was her first. Mary Grimes, another goal tonight for her. And I'll tell you what, as he's looking for hopefully our guest host or guest coming up in a little bit here. But Steve, all I can say is tonight was just a little bit of practice for these girls.
You could say that again, and they're going to face on Columbus next week. Their first game was close. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Very close.
Yes, and I mean both these squads. I'll tell you right now. I mean, now you're going to get it. This will be the last game of this, or the last regular season game. Now it's going to be, there's no more playing around here.
No.
There's no playing around whatsoever. I'm thinking at this point that, they're playing for their playoff lives. And we saw at the end of the game tonight, they were out there doing wind sprints.
Yes, that's kind of weird.
I'm thinking Danny's getting this team focused and ready and prepared, because it's not really. We're getting down to the tail end of this thing.
If you saw soccer night, we gave you the standing that every team looked good.
Yeah, there's a lot. I mean, there's a lot to. I mean, a lot of teams that are going to be vying. I mean, there's going to be 8 teams or 7 teams coming here.
Yeah.
To face off against Detroit City FC in this tournament, and a lot of these teams are pretty good teams. Louisville Triumph, probably one of the best ones, that we split with them earlier this year.
So it could be the rubber game. Who knows?
Yeah, in this Columbus Eagles match, I mean, we beat them down there. I wouldn't say it was too easy of a task when we faced Columbus down there.
All right.
But I'm thinking to myself, they're going to come with it next Saturday night in this place. So we're hoping to catch an interview with Alyssa Barron.
Hopefully,
catch an interview with her. Talk about obviously her one goal tonight, and other things going on as well with Detroit City FC as the men finish their preseason schedule this afternoon against
Michigan at Wayne State.
Yeah, 3-0 victory for the men there. So. We will be back with Alyssa Barrett in just a little bit. Okay, so we did not get Alyssa Barrett. I think she's had a long day, which is understandable. But just to talk a little bit more about what this team has to face coming up. I mean, you got Columbus next week,
Yeah.
and then the playoffs 2 weeks after that. So this is going to be, what we saw out there, and they were doing the wind sprints after the match.
Yeah,
tonight.
which I never thought I would see.
And we've seen that before, because I remember, Alyssa would, train the, do the men's would go out there and do wind sprints after their matches and all that to keep them up and fit and physically ready to go. So this is all about stamina.
Oh yeah,
And not how do you say it? Not giving up an inch.
no.
So realistically tonight, I mean, when you were looking at what Detroit City did, and mind you, this is the first shutout of the year, the second shutout all season long in the NASLW. When you think about it, there's a lot of teams in this league too. It was quite surprising to see that Detroit City ended up getting the shutout tonight with this club, but not really the club. I was going to say this is not really the club. You would put your measuring stick against, right?
Yeah, you got that right. It was 19th up over a undermined Youngstown team. So
yeah, and we saw that all throughout the match. I mean, this club. I mean, God love them for even trying tonight, and even going out there and putting out an effort. And they had 11 players that made the trip out there. There was one player for Youngstown that was she suffered I want to say a knee injury.
Yeah.
In the first quarter of the match, and I think she was hobbled. I think at one point I saw her literally crawl to the bench. Literally crawl to the bench.
Oh my!
So that tells you right there. I mean, this team, they were playing. Like I said, they were in for a physical time tonight, a real physical time tonight. And needless to say, I mean, they were put up against a very solid and very focused Detroit City squad tonight.
Oh, tell me about it. Yeah.
And like I said, we interviewed Kayla Addison. We'll get to that interview in a few minutes.
Okay.
So basically, what we learned from this is this team's focus is winning that MASLW championship.
To have unfinished finishes from last season.
And very much so, because, going into that final, if you remember correctly, Chihuahua Savage was just all over them the whole entire night.
Oh, yeah. Even the goaltender scored twice.
Yeah, it was just that. And it was a complete effort. And you saw, the goaltender, whether it be Becca, I saw Becca try to get into play a little bit. I didn't really see much of Kirsten going out there and helping out as well. But needless to say, it was just the fact that we're trying to focus ourselves now in getting to where we need to be to compete against a team like a Louisville Tribe, like Iowa Demon Hawks, like FC Berlin come up, like Columbus coming up in next week. So from here on out, there's going to be no easy games,
no mercy.
Yeah, no easy games at all. So
nobody's going to be screaming no loss.
No cakewalks. So what we've had the last couple weeks has been practice. It's been practice time for Detroit City FC. Now you're getting into the nitty-gritty of things, and it's going to be interesting to see what happens going forward as far as this is going. This guy's tired, so
it's a long day. It's a long day.
Oh, I got to get up at 7 a.m. tomorrow because there's a big there's a little game going on tomorrow over at
Rangers.
over at Ibrex. Yeah.
Oh my.
So we got to get out for that. So enjoy this interview coming up. We got with Kayla Addison as Detroit City goes on to win 19-0 against the Youngstown Nighthawks. So enjoy this interview coming up. We got with Kayla Addison. All right, we didn't get Coach Barron, but we got
The
a
FSA.
coach and the captain of Detroit City FC, Kayla Addison, with a couple goals tonight. You all are pretty much getting things set for the playoffs here at this point.
Yep, definitely putting in the work yesterday, putting it in today. You guys saw us do a little fitness after, just trying to get prepared for nationals.
Yeah, I was just asking about that. I never see run squats like that after a game, after a blowout victory. But with that part of the thing, getting ready for the Nationals, which is going to be here in Detroit in about 3 weeks.
Yeah, so she's just trying to replicate like the hard work we're going to have to put in that week to be able to make it all the way through. So for the next 3 weeks until up and then, we're going to have to just put in the hard work every day.
Okay, now there's going to be a little bit different tactics here in this. You guys tried a lot of board play tonight, so I'm trying to work the ball into the net via off the board. So, and you see a lot of teams do that in this league. Is something that Coach Evans wants to replicate?
Yeah, she's just trying to get us or give us some more ideas creatively when we have the ball, and not be shocked when the ball comes off the boards, and like kind of know what to expect, whether it's a shot, whether it's a rebound off the boards, or purposely hit off the boards. Just trying to give us more ideas and more creativity when we have the ball.
I saw a couple of plays tonight, especially on the Youngstown or on our end, defending our end, where we would have to play the ball off the boards there. And now Youngstown would, try to, try some creativity on that side of the ball, but defenders were right there, Johnny, on the spot.
Yeah, she really emphasizes staying tight and high pressure when we don't have it to get it back. So all good things.
Yeah, and when you have a blowout victory, that I remember a couple of years ago, I think about 10 years ago, at a Wayne State football game, they ran 70 on their opponent. They would have gone more, but they said, all right, that's a little bit. When is it enough to put on the belt? You still are still playing to run out the clock, but when is it saying, all right, we had enough?
I don't think that really goes for this game. Like, you gotta, once you start, you just gotta keep going to the end, the final whistle. So regardless if you have 5 points or how we had 19 at halftime, I don't know how many we had, but we had in the double digits.
It was like 14 at the half.
So she didn't want us to like lay back. She wanted us to keep going because the games that we're going to play at Nationals are going to be high intensity from start to finish. There's not going to be any space to hold back.
So there are different rules for different sports when you're up by.
Yeah. Because the score can change so quickly.
Oh, yeah.
And there's so many shots. There's so many opportunities to score. You just got to keep your foot on the gas and keep going.
And the thing is, I mean, especially, now that you're coming into the last bit of it, I mean, you had some Youngstown's easy. Columbus, Louisville, FC Berlin, those are teams that are not that easy. And you had outing against Columbus a couple,
early in the season.
Early in the season. Unfortunately, we didn't see it. Game was on pay-per-view.
Yeah, literally. Yeah,
that's probably going to be one of our little sorry not sorries coming up in the week. But regardless, that game in Columbus, I mean, that seemed like a tight game as well.
They're a pretty good opponent, and they are aggressive, like physical. So when we play them, we can't just like hold back or sit back. All those good teams that you mentioned, we're going to have to keep our foot on the gas, which is why she said for today, regardless of the opponent, we got to treat it like it's a Nationals game. We got to treat it like it's a team that is going to come at us. They were coming at us, but our defense was very disciplined today.
Yeah. Fortunately, we don't get to see the Chihuahua Savage because we know how physical and how relentless they were last year. In fact, the only time they really had trouble was against, I think it was RAFC Dallas in the semifinal, and that was the only team that they lost to the whole time.
Yeah, I saw the final. It wasn't pretty.
Yeah.
So
that was rough, but
you just want to hold you want to defend the fort. That's the main goal.
Yeah. We're at home, so we want to defend our home. There we go.
Yeah. So one more match in the regular season, and then it's go time in a couple weeks. This lady and the rest of this Detroit City squad, who have been absolutely phenomenal throughout the year, and even indoors and outdoors as well. This has been a great stretch of football for this Detroit City club, and I'll tell you what. Once those tickets go on sale, better get on them because
You're
they're going to go quick.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, real quick.
So
See everybody next week.
yes,
Okay.
we'll see you all next week right here from the City Fieldhouse as Detroit City finishes out their regular season against the Columbus Eagles. For Kayla Addison, Steve Paliasevic, Man Cat PL saying, keep your feet on the ground, keep reaching for the galaxy.